You're right to be skeptical about Stoicism. It's everywhere now, and it's been sanded down, packaged, and sold as this productivity tool, a life hack for tech bros and entrepreneurs, a way to optimize your mindset to be less bothered and more productive. We see Marcus Aurelius, the man who supposedly solved the universe, as a kind of ancient self-help guru. We grab his most tweetable quotes about controlling our reactions and enduring hardship. But this modern secular version of Stoicism is just a shadow. It's the fruit of a tree, but we've completely ignored the roots. And the roots are deep, they're complex, and frankly, they are weird. See, for the original Stoics, from Zeno all the way to Marcus Aurelius, practicing virtue wasn't just a psychological trick to feel better. It was about physically aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of reality. Because for them, the universe wasn't this cold, empty void. It was a single, living, conscious, rational thing. It was God. This is the part that always gets deleted when we talk about Stoicism today. The ancient Stoics weren't atheists. They weren't even agnostics. They were, in a very real sense, pantheists. They believed the entire cosmos was one single divine being, a vast, living organism. They called this entity the Logos, the divine reason, the operating system of the universe. And they believed this Logos had a physical substance. They called it pneuma, which translates to breath or spirit. It was this intelligent fire or air that permeated everything. It was in the stars, in the rocks, in the trees, and most importantly, it was in us. So, for a Stoic, your human soul, your capacity to reason, wasn't really yours. It was a literal, physical fragment of the Logos that was just loaned to your body. This is so important. When Marcus Aurelius writes in his journal to live in accordance with nature, he's not talking about going for a hike. He means live in accordance with the Logos. He meant it was your duty to use your small piece of divine reason to act in harmony with the total divine reason that governs the cosmos. This single idea isn't a footnote. It's the entire foundation. And once you put it back, all those Stoic life hacks completely change their meaning. So let's just re-examine those common Stoic ideas, but with this cosmology in mind. Take the Dichotomy of Control. Today, we hear it as, don't worry about things you can't control. It's a psychological tool for reducing anxiety. But the ancient view, this wasn't a mindset. It was a physical definition of self. The Stoics believed the only thing that is truly you is your hegemonikon, your ruling faculty, your reason. That's the fragment of the Logos inside you. Everything else, your body, your job, your reputation, even your health, that's all external. It's just the rest of the universe, the rest of the pneuma, shifting and changing. It's fate. So when Epictetus said to distinguish what's yours from what isn't, he wasn't giving you a coping mechanism. He was making this profound metaphysical claim about where you end and the rest of the world begins. Or what about dealing with bad people? The modern take is, oh, when people are rude, just remember they're acting out of ignorance, so you don't take it personally. The ancient view is so much more radical. That bad person? They are also a fragment of the Logos. They are your brother, not in some metaphorical kumbaya sense, but literally. You are both made of the exact same divine stuff. Hating them or wishing them harm is a cosmic error. It's like your hand deciding it hates your foot. It's an act of ignorance against the interconnected nature of the whole organism. When Marcus wrote, "We were born for each other," he was making a statement of physics. And this leads to the biggest one. Amor Fati, loving your fate. The modern version is just grit. Endure what happens, be resilient. But the ancient Stoic didn't just endure fate. They had to love it. Why? Because fate is simply the Logos unfolding its perfect rational plan. Every single event, even the awful ones like plagues, wars, or your own death, is a necessary, flawless step in the universe's grand design. To wish for anything to be different than it is, to complain or mope or feel bad for yourself, is basically to declare that your tiny, flawed human reason knows better than the total divine reason of the cosmos. It's an act of supreme arrogance. It is, in a word, blasphemy. So, what happened to all this? Why do we never talk about it? Well, this soul of Stoicism got eclipsed, first by Christianity, which offered a personal, transcendent God, and later by the scientific revolution, which gave us a mechanical, dead universe, void of colliding atoms, not a living organism. We were left with the ethics, but we lost the why. We kept the behavioral commands, but threw away the divine command giver. And this leaves us with the real unanswered question: can a system of ethics even survive without its metaphysical roots? Does living according to nature mean anything at all if we believe nature is just a blind, random, meaningless process? The modern Stoic tries to build an internal fortress of peace to protect themselves from a cold, chaotic universe. The ancient Stoic believed that peace came from simply realizing they were an inseparable part of a warm, intelligent, and perfect one. So the question isn't whether Stoicism works. The question is whether we're practicing Stoicism at all, or if we're just admiring the beautiful fragments of a temple we no longer understand.